Yo, this is it, fellas. Time to play our game. We gotta go out there and take it. Okay, you feel me? Let's do this.
It sounds like we're going to be a team on a mission today. We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Well, it's an almost impossible task guarding him. He's so strong and quick. LeBron is like a locomotive bearing down. You see why teams have to give hard fouls to stop him, because a little bit of contact just is not going to be enough to stop him.
Hey, Steve, a lot of contact isn't enough to stop the freight train LeBron James. I mean, he draws so much attention defensively, but what makes him special is how he can punish a defense for overcommitting, because I think his greatest attribute amongst all of his great attributes is his passing ability.
And for the Heat, we've got another hometown game here in Miami. And you look at this team, pretty impressive, certainly a playoff contender with the third-best record in the East.
Well, you know, looking at Miami, they've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner, they are really excited to see just how far they can go. They're going to get so many chances to win it all, and they have to be in that conversation.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Dimes. Wade is covering. Now the pass to Dimes. Poke loose. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Passes it to Dimes. Tries again, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Now here's LeBron. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Mullins defended by Jones. Mullins passes to LeBron. Backing him down. Outside Collison. 6 to shoot. The drive by LeBron. Nice D from Durant.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's Dimes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
Randolph, and he uses the glass on the layup. Randolph's got 7 points in the game.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach, and my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Dimes after the made shot from Mullins. Here's Dimes, right now averaging 15 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Wade is covering. Dimes, the pass to Randall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Knocked away. Collison against Westbrook. Here's Mullins, defended by Jones. Butler kicks to Wade. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. LeBron sets the screen for Wade. Butler on the wing. There's the triple. That's good. Butler's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among three-pointers, and especially for him.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Collison dishes to Wade. Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Butler's got 5 points. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Second, Darren Collison.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Here's Wade after Caron Butler's bucket. Outside Collison. Dishes it to LeBron. .116 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Wade. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
And so here is Oklahoma City. After Dwayne Wade's miss, back to Jones. Pass to Dimes. Jones with the screen on Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Thunder with another miss. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to show.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
The Thunder with the lead. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench, and I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
Wade up top, averaging 18 points a game. Mullins. On right side. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Oklahoma City out in
Coming up.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. We've got Chris Bosh. Chalmers is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Mullins in at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brooke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, guys. Dimes in their last game against the Bobcats played some very good basketball. He had 12 points, and he was a foul magnet, doing a lot of his damage at the free throw line. It was a complete outing for him, one that he hopes to be replicated here. Guys?
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game, or has it, like Steve, you begin taking a toll physically?
I think it just depends on the individual, Kevin. Probably depends on, how he's feeling physically overall. But usually a guy who has a big night like that, it's going to carry over. Just the confidence, it'll carry to the next game.
Yeah, I would not disagree with you there, Steve. There's something about confidence in this game that really fuels you and energizes you. When you performed well, then you feel like you can do it again and again and again.
Back to Randolph. Makes it off the glass. Randolph's got 13.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Chalmers off the pick from McGrady. Harris against Chalmers. He kicks it to Mullins. McGrady outside. 6 on the shot clock. Chalmers against Harris. Can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 12. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dimes. Good D by LeBron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
That's good. Great play set up by teammate Tracy McGrady. LeBron's got his second bucket. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 10. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios,
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Randolph. He's got 13 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Dimes, he's in at shooting guard. Mary Jones out there with Randolph. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward. The pass to Dimes. Tipped. Jones kicks to Westbrook. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Randolph passes to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Jones. And that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Pass to Westbrook. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Goes back up. No good. Great D that time from Dimes. The Thunder leading by 10. Back to Westbrook. This is it to Dimes. It's Durant on the wing. Lock at 6. Dimes. Wade is covering. Here's Dimes. And he slams it one-handed. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The drive by Wade, and the shot is good.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He was a very slippery player.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as much in the clutch. When a big shot's needed to win a ball game, everybody in the building knows he's going to take it. Doesn't make any difference, though. He still finds a way to knock it down.
Whiteside's checked in for Chris Bosh. Here's Dimes. 6 points for him. The drive by Wade.
Incredible.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot misses. And it's Miami the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against...
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Now, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Adams, he's checked in for Anthony Randolph. Jones with the screen on Wade. And stolen by LeBron. Butler dishes to Collison. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And it's the Thunder with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
And for the Magic, you know that's a game they would really like to take.
Here's Dimes. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Dimes. Working on James. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Daniel Green. He's checked in for the Thunder. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Dimes, the pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Heat. Feeds it to Stevenson. The dish now to LeBron. Outside Collison. Back to LeBron. Offensive rebound. Right side, good. It's a tie ball game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Dimes, the pass to Durant. Outside, Green. Here's Dimes. He's guarded by Stevenson. And there's the feed to Westbrook. Shoots from the elbow. And the shot is good. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Collison against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Dimes. He's got 6. Outside, Jones. He passes to Dimes. Oklahoma City moving it around. Durant attacking.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Anthony Randolph is checked in for the Thunder. LeBron drives in. Bosh. And it's blocked by Randolph. Green inside. He's covered by Collison. The pass to Dimes. Working on James. Just 5 to shoot. Dimes, the pass to Randolph. And it's blocked by Bosh. Collison kicks to Butler. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Bosh dishes to Mullins. Back to Bosh. The jump hook. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively.
This Thursday night, March 17th.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Thunder leading by 6. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Chris Bosh is out there with Byron Mullins. And it's Collison in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And it's blocked by Bosh. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And Wade slams it in.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Green passes to Dimes. Randolph, a screen on Wade. Inside to Randolph. And the powerful one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Wade with it. Outside Collison. Back to Wade. 5 to shoot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Here's Dimes. He's covered by Collison. Passes it to Dimes. Kicks to Randolph. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Perry Jones, who's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Daniel Green. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Heat's coach going over their game plan during that break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Collison kicks to LeBron.
Wow. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Nice shot by Randolph.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Collison dishes to Wade. He feeds it to Mullins. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Here's Randolph. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. Free throw good, Randolph.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
And again, it's LeBron James.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. And this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Randolph a screen. Here's Dimes. Wade is covering. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And a moment to check out Miami, who they've got coming up. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Now LeBron with the lead pass. And Westbrook pulls it down.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
They get it back. 3-on-3. Collison the pass to LeBron. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Dimes. Jones with the screen on Wade. Dimes the pass to Westbrook. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Thunder lead by 8.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
And it's Wade penetrating. And again, it's the Heat missing. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Jones. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. The Heat shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Wade gets a screen from Mullins. Takes the turnaround J. Count that one. And that's 15 points for Dwayne Wade.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Durant against LeBron. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How many times have we seen him do that? Just batter a defense with his ability to explode to the basket.
Here's Dimes. Wade is covered.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. Nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
And Miami has possession, and the foul called on Dimes. That's his first foul. On defense, Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. LeBron kicks to Collison. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Nice shot by Randolph.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Here's Wade. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Flawless trip to the free throw line that time, and that gap just got a little narrower.
Here's Dimes. Wade is covered. Gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive. Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
It's stolen by Jones. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. "19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Dimes. McGrady covering. The three. The shot no good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen.